right. I think we are live and direct on YouTube. So I want to welcome those in YouTube world to House of Hadassah Introduction to Trading Psychology. We will not be before you long today because it's just going to be a little taste of what we have on our Rogers Wealth Methods platform as far as Forex trading education. So, if you're new to my channel, what I would like for you to do is to go ahead and click subscribe, right? Like, share all of those great YouTube things. And then also make sure you go down in the description box in order to click on the link to take advantage of our limited time complimentary coaching that's on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays early in the morning because what they say, the early bird catches the worm, all of that good stuff, right? And then also Tuesdays and Thursdays is where we do House of Hadassah trading psychology and health and wealth. So trading psychology is more so on Tuesdays. Health and wealth is on Thursdays, where we get into our activities from the Tuesday session. So, in order to be a part of that, you want to make sure that you go into the description box and click that link. And then also on Tuesdays, we have the Mr. Rogers Trading Education session. So that will be tonight, right? That will be this evening at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, in order to be a part of the trading education, again, click in the description box, click the link below in order for you to get signed up for the live Forex education. All right. So, today we're going to get into this introduction to trading psychology because that's what it's all about, right? It is about the mindset in trading, in Forex trading. I mean, you definitely want to make sure that you have the education, the TA, which is the technical analysis. You want to have the fundamentals. You want to have all of these things. However, you need to be able to apply them, and you have to have the mindset of a trader, the psychology of a Forex trader in order to apply them. You know, it's something that once we get over certain psychological barriers, we'll see the success that we would desire to have in trading. All right. So, chapter one, this is our freebie pretty much to the world, right? Introduction into trading psychology. So with this, what we're going to do is, we need to understand the importance of trading psychology in Forex because it's huge, right? Trading psychology is the mental and emotional state that traders bring to our trader activity. It can significantly impact your performance as a trader in the market. And having positive trading psychology helps traders to stay focused, disciplined, and motivated, even throughout periods of volatility or uncertainty. And it can lead to better decision making, risk management, and the ability to learn from mistakes, right? So, on the other hand, a negative trading psychology can lead to impulse or emotional decision making, which of course can result in excessive risk taking, inconsistent performance, and significant losses. Negative emotions such as fear, greed, and anxiety can cloud your judgment and make executing a well planned trading strategy challenging. All right, because we have some great ones, right? Some good trading strategies and compound plans. However, with that negative mindset, it can just pretty much ruin that, right? So, developing a positive trading psychology is critical for traders to achieve consistent and profitable performance in the market. And it involves developing a strong mindset, managing emotions, and practicing discipline and patience. And by mastering your trading psychology, traders can improve your decision making, reduce emotional reactions to market fluctuations, and achieve better trading outcomes. Okay. So, trading psychology is crucial to the element in a successful trading because it impacts a trader's ability to manage risk, make sound decisions, and execute your trading strategy effectively. Traders can master their emotions and maintain a disciplined approach to trading and are more likely to achieve consistent profits over time. So, ignoring trading psychology can lead to impulsive and irrational behaviors, which can again result in significant losses. So, the common emotions that most traders would deal with, especially in the beginning, in order to overcome, would be fear, right? You've entered a trade and say it's going to go in the red in the beginning. The reason why is because it is the cost. There's a cost of putting on that trade, your spread. But without knowing that, and a lot of traders do know that, when we're learning, that. However, when you're basically like in the field, okay, you're on the charts, you're in the game, you're in your live account, you're in the field, and you see that, fear can kick in. Oh my gosh, I'm losing, I'm going to lose my money. And you hurry up and get out of that trade. You knew, right? You had the knowledge that, hey, this is the spread, this is the cost of putting on this trade. However, being in, right? Being in there, being in the environment, being in that trade, that fear can just pop up and kick in, and you make an impulsive decision to exit the trade, right? Click the button, you know, and then the trade what goes in the direction that you mapped out, that you planned out, that you strategized, right? And it's like, oh my gosh, so now you feel all of these other emotions, okay? Greed, right? What happens with that? Say, for instance, say you're going for a certain amount of pips. Now, of course, you do not want to exit a trade beforehand. And of course, if the market is being generous, hey, why not, right? Say you're going for 20 pips, but the market is like, hey, 50. Um, do you get out at the 20 pips? Well, you can. Okay, you can. But what you can also do is adjust your, oh, I'm sorry, let me take this out. You can also trail your stop loss. Okay. So you can secure your 20 pips, but then also go for the extra 30 that the market is giving out, right? But there is a certain point where you want to cap it. What you don't want to do is, where greed kicks in and it's like, oh, I can get a little bit more and more and more and more. And then you lose everything that you got, right? Like you blow your account, or hopefully you don't blow your account because you set your stops, right? But let's say if you didn't, because sometimes, and I know my hand is raised, right? I have been that one, that trader in the beginning that moved my stop loss, you know, moving my stop loss so that I wouldn't get stopped out. And it's like, no, it's reversing. It's reversing at this point. But as far as, getting more in the market, you don't want to get out too soon. You don't want to leave money on the table that the market is clearly giving, being generous, but you also don't want to allow greed to kick in. And it's like, hey, let me go for more and more and more and more and more. And, end up missing out or losing what you got because of that greed factor, right? And the overconfidence. Sometimes we can be hand raised. I've been there too. Like, of course, every trader has experienced all three, right? Fear, greed, and overconfidence, because they are very common emotions. And the psychology that we have in those challenges in trading, right? And each of those challenges affect our decision making and our performance in trading, and we'll be the victim of those significant losses, in which I don't necessarily want to say victim. Of course, that slipped out of my mouth, you know, but we'll basically sabotage ourselves in that sense with those psychological challenges that many traders in the beginning have faced and will need to overcome, right? So, with strategies for managing our trading psychology, there are various strategies that may be used for managing our trading psychology. So techniques such as mindfulness, and those who have been, with me for a while, we've we've went over and shared many mindfulness practices, right? Emotional regulation and positive self talk, because these things are very helpful for managing a positive psychology. It is very, very important to have a trading plan and to, stick to it to manage our emotions effectively. Okay. So in conclusion with this, with the introduction to trading psychology, it is very important, very, very important to maintain a healthy trading psychology to be successful in trading. And we encourage you as traders to focus on developing your trading psychology alongside of your technical and fundamental analysis skills, because that is the knowledge, right? That's the knowledge, that's the education. But like the good book says, right? Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of our times and the strength of our salvation, right? We want to be stable in our mindset. This is how we'll see those consistent and stable results. We would like for our trading, okay? And the profits that we can have the both that we have the potential to receive to be stable, right? It can be stable income, even in the uncertainty in the market, right? So that knowledge of the fundamentals of the technicals, it needs to be coupled with the wisdom, right? The wisdom, the experiences, the mindfulness, the emotional management skills, right? And so there are many things that we have coming along the pipe, the activities that will have that, helps you to get that practice, or these tools for managing your emotions, for being mindful and aware in the market. It's about having routines and habits, because how we do one thing is how we do everything, and when you I'll say for myself, there are a lot of things that I see in the market, you know, that I see in the market. And as I'm in the market, I can see where this, with the successes and the failures that I have had in trading, I can look at and see the things that I've done, because that's one thing that we do too. We have a trading journal, right? And with managing our emotions and journaling out, how we felt, um, what things were on our mind, like what did we do, all of these things that we journal. I can look back and see where I've had that same behavior in other areas of my life as well. It's like, oh my gosh, I did this in trading, but I can see where I've done this same thing, or handled some things in this same manner, and it is showing up in my trading. So it's like a mirror, like a psychological mirror. I see this. So now let me change this or transform this, so that not only am I not doing that on the charts when I'm trading, I'm not doing this in my life as well. Right. So it's a beautiful, beautiful thing when we can see this. All right. So this is the introduction to trading psychology. um we're going to go and get into this video, and so I'm going to end here on YouTube, because I don't want any copyright things going on, and things like that. And so again, if you're new to this channel, feel free to subscribe, hit that button to subscribe, like, share, all of those great things. And in the description box, there's a link where you can go ahead and enroll, sign up for our complimentary that we have for a limited time. And then also, again, tonight there will be a live Forex trading education session at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And so if you want to participate in that, make sure that you get enrolled for tonight's class. So on YouTube, I see you all again on Thursday. And this is where we part. See you again soon. Peace. And for my others, you all can stay here. We're going to get into this short video as soon as I stop streaming live on YouTube.